except me. I've yeah, I know I'm not going backwards because they're my first turn I won't be in trouble. Yeah. Oh my god. That's really well if well well if we become Donald Trump is former president. Did you know? He's a former. He's a farmer.
bebop, 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 yaddy 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 yo.
Hazel, you're behind us. Steps behind me. Some steps ahead. Steps behind me. One, two, three, four, five. I can't get behind. I cannot move. Can you?
Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Timothy Kennedy. I am the Director of Music and Worship Arts here at Arvada United Methodist Church, and we are so excited that you are here to see our final performance of Stone Soup. All of our campers, 60 campers, have been working for 2 weeks to put on this show, and they are excited to give it one more rendition. Before we get started, I have just a few announcements. The first thing that I want to do is some thank yous, because it would not be possible to do this camp without a lot of help. And so I want to make sure that we take a moment to thank all of the wonderful volunteers. Just today, this isn't just all the volunteers, but today, especially, I want you to notice just the number of people it takes backstage and here in the front to put on the show. So if you are a volunteer or a staff member, if you could just come and pop out for a minute and wave or stand up and let everybody see. You can see on the back of your program all of the number of volunteers that it takes. And one thing that I'm really proud of this year is that 5 of our volunteers are former campers who have come back years after, some of them just a couple of years, some of them many years after being involved in camp, and are now helping in their early 20s and adult years. So it's a pretty special thing to see them come back and help us out with continuing the next generation of campers. I also want to take a moment to thank our AV staff who are making it possible to us to have microphones as well as live stream. This is being live streamed out and will be on our YouTube channel. We have an awesome band, and they have just been so great to work with. And so we want to say thank you to our band, drum, and Tristan. Of course, especially the teachers in this camp, I just couldn't do without them. And I said this last night, but I really mean it. It has just been such a great pleasure to have this team who just worked so amazingly with each other and communicated well with each other and really worked together to make the kids as successful as possible. So I'm so grateful to all my teachers who are here at the camp this year. And then I have to mention for just a moment my partner in crime. Every year we write a show. Some of you who have had campers in this camp for a long time know this show is a little bit of a recycle, but we wanted to make some changes and add some things to it and really kind of refine it a little bit more. And so we brought it back. We also feel like the message really works for what's going on in our world right now. And so Tristan Wyant, who is my partner in crime, shows together for with someone that we've spent so many years in partnership working on writing shows together. And so Tristan comes from New York City every year for the last week of camp and has been doing that for 9-ish years now, I think. And we're really lucky. Tristan works with professionals in the industry in New York City, and many of the students that she teaches in New York have been on Broadway in Lion King and Les Mis and a ton of other shows, Kinky Boots, what else? Yeah. And then also, if you saw the most recent movie version of In the Heights, the young man that was about 13, 14 years old is one of her voice students. So the kids are really lucky to get a chance to work with Tristan, and I'm really lucky to have her as a friend and compatriot. When the performance is over, we will have pictures. You are welcome to, we will first do big group pictures, including asking some of the staff to come up and take pictures with the kids. After that is over, they are welcome to come out and see you and take individual pictures in costume. We do ask that they not eat in costume, because even though they're no longer going to be doing shows, we'd still love not to get food on them if we can, because that keeps the costumes better for us to use in future years. So I really appreciate if you'll have them get out of costume before they eat, but you are welcome to take as many photos with them and family in their costumes as possible. And then finally, I just want to remind you to turn off any cell phones or anything else that would make noise, as it is very distracting. You can use flash photography when we do the photos after the show, but we ask that you not do that during the show. And then finally, there is a basket in the back that is for donations, and that is for our Hunger Fund program. Instead of taking donations for the camp or the music program here, we want the kids to know that their performance goes towards helping other people. And so we are raising money for our Hunger Fund, which goes directly to feeding people in the Arvada community. Our church has a number of different ways that we do that, through providing lunches and other burritos and things like that for people who are hungry. And so if you have a moment and ability to give a donation on the way out, the basket is just as you walked in the doors. All right, now,
Tim always makes sure to thank all of our volunteers and our teachers, but the one thing that he never does is recognize that all the work, this camp would not happen without Tim. So, thank you.
All right, so now I want you to sit back and enjoy our final performance of Stone Soup.
I can't believe it's here. It's my favorite time of year. I wonder what kind of soup the chefs will make. It's a tin full of surprise, and I can't believe my eyes. The sights and sounds are more than I can take. All of this excitement, all this jubilee, all of this to celebrate the rock. Some say that it's magic, we're still waiting to see. Will it cook or sing or just get up and walk? There you are, Rose. You kids ran so far ahead of us, we didn't see where you had gone. Sorry, Mom. We just wanted to get here to the decorations. Snows is my favorite day of the year.
We know you're all excited, but try to stay with us so we don't lose you.
Okay. Sorry, Mama. It's a special holiday. There's not just games and play. It's a time to celebrate how far we've come.
To remember in our past, our differences were vast, but letting that divide us sure was dumb.
It's like we all were blind and refused to use our minds. But now our eyes are opened and the party has begun.
All of this excitement, all this jubilee, all of this to help us not forget that a willingness to listen and contribute is the key to magic for a perfect tete-a-tete.
There's her coming.
It's almost time to start the ceremony. Constance, get out our beats so they are ready.
I wonder which one is camp is known this year.
It's my honor to present
you, my friend.
I appreciate your kindness, but I'm starving. Can we all be served at the same time?
That's a perfect compromise.
Ladies and gentlemen, the children from each of our villages have prepared a reenactment play of the Stranger's Visit. My sweet Dahlia is going to be one of the strangers.
My little Miss is gonna play Mary Gutenberg. My Frost is playing the magic stone.
We invite you all to the theater to see this wonderful performance.
Why can't they have this festival every month?
Yeah, the food is always great at the Stone Festival.
It's so good, I wonder if the magic stone actually is magic.
Magic or not, these pastry comes over getting on you. Just be glad there is a festival. I can remember when this town didn't have anything to celebrate.
Yes, you young insects were just larvae on the day that the strangers came.
The town sure looked a lot different before then.
It sounded a lot different too.
What happened that day, Mama? I love to hear the story. It wasn't that long ago. This town didn't look so cheerful and calm. Now it's pretty as a rainbow. Back then it was just a ticking time
We know that all you do is complain about the other two villages.
You really think that we stand around talking about you the entire time? Don't flatter yourselves.
You just want to stay so you can steal all of our ideas.
Huh, that's funny. There's been a good idea that's come out of your village in decades.
All right, that is enough. You are wasting our time. Would you kindly ask your villagers to return to their homes so we can have our meeting?
Yeah, everyone will child to know how to show things with others.
Let's leave them to their silly meeting. Watching the grass grow would be more interesting anyways.
Well, now that those rude individuals are gone, we can begin our meeting. Maestra, please lead us in the singing of the Cherville Anthem.
As always, it will be my honor.
Always to share.
With my fellow citizens, Cherville, I'll help indeed. A friend in need, sharing what I have to give and work and play. Sharing is the only way. When you help others, you nudge them to help others too. When you want stability, sharing is the only key. So we all agree to be a sharing society. I pledge and swear always to share with my fellow citizens of Cherville. With one small deed, I'll help indeed. A friend in need, sharing what I have.
Thank you, Maestra, for leading us in that rousing rendition of our village's anthem. They just don't write them like that anymore, do they?
No, Mary, they certainly do not, especially in our neighboring villages. Have you heard that dreadful music coming from out of those homes? We need to call that music.
Yeah, it sounds more like cats fighting with a coyote.
One of them was singing in their garden the other day. I think my ears are still ringing from that awful noise. I may have to go to the doctor.
Thank goodness our ancestors liked good music.
Thank heavens we're not cursed with the terrible tastes of the other villages.
Here, here. Thank you, Maestra. Now it is time to take our sharing nominations for the week. Does anyone have any nominations they would like to make?
I would like to nominate Roshan.
Roshan, please step forward.
I was walking home from the market on Tuesday, and I had an especially large bundle of goods. It was my daughter's birthday on Wednesday, and I was making her a special meal.
Oh, it was a wonderful meal. I'm Roshan's neighbor, and Jenny shared some of the leftovers with Roshan. Then Roshan shared some of those leftovers with me. They were delicious. I especially loved the crust of the pie. I forgot what kind of pie it was.
Yes, that was very nice of him. Can we get back to the original sharing nomination?
Oh, sorry.
No need to apologize. I'm happy to share the nomination with you.
Oh, you really are such a wonderful sharing person.
Yes, thank you for sharing. Now for the nomination.
Yes, as I was saying, I was carrying an especially large bundle, and I didn't realize there was a hole in my bag. I was slowly dropping my corn, carrots, and zucchini on the road.
It was such a strange sight. As I came upon the trail of vegetables, I was worried a lost child had ran out of bread and was leaving vegetable crumbs along the road instead.
So Roshan followed the trail until he found me.
Well, that was very kind of him, but kindness is not really what we do here.
It wasn't really that kind. In the back of my mind, I was hoping there might be a house made of candy at the end of the trail.
That's better. We don't want any of that kindness in this village. It's called Cherville after all. Now, can we get back to the nomination?
I'm getting there.
Oh, wow.
When Roshan finally found me, I had lost so many items out of the bag that I was worried I was not going to have enough to make a nice dinner for my daughter.
So I shared the vegetables I had bought in the market with her to make up for what she had lost.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Jenny, for your nomination of Roshan. Thank you, Roshan, for your fine example of sharing.
I was just doing what my parents always taught me to do.
Are there any other nominations?
We have a nomination. I'd like to nominate Sigmund.
Sigmund, please come forward.
Last week we were playing together and he shared his toys with me.
Aww. It's always so inspiring when the children are such wonderful examples of sharing. Somebody raised him right.
Yes, Adelaide, that is true. Where is Sigmund's mom? Myrna, please come forward. You should be commended for the wonderful way you are raising your son by instilling in him the valuable lesson of sharing.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I always tell Sigmund, without sharing, where would we be?
We would be rude and selfish like our neighborhood village.
If you all would share with me your time, we have a couple more nominations to hear.
We have a nomination.
Yes, Constance and Adelaide, who would you like to nominate?
We would like to nominate Harriet.
Harriet, please come forward.
Well, you see, you go first, my friend.
No, my dear, you first.
How about we share the nomination by taking turns?
Oh, you two are such wonderful sharers.
Harriet was a real lifesaver on Friday. We were trying to finish our new shed before the rain came.
We could see the clouds off in the distance, and when we only had a few more boards to nail to the roof.
I thought I bought enough nails, but when I got to the end of the bag, I was 6 nails short.
We were so close to finishing, but without those 6 nails, the rain was going to pour into the hole in the roof and get everything wet.
I heard thunder getting closer and I didn't know what we were going to do. We felt hopeless.
Here, share my handkerchief.
Thank you, Allie. Allie started rummaging through the house trying to find nails.
I looked in the drawers, I pulled up couch cushions, I even looked under the bed, but there were no nails anywhere.
Suddenly, Harriet appeared like an angel.
Well, I came because I heard the commotion. They were turning their house upside down looking for nails. It was quite loud.
She found 6 nails and we got them nailed to the roof just seconds before the first drops of rain.
After we were cleaning up, Harriet invited us to her house to share a pot of coffee and to dry off and warm up.
The coffee was going bad anyways. I couldn't drink the whole pot by myself.
Well, that was quite a story. Harriet, you definitely have earned your nomination for this week.
Thank you, Mayor.
Are there any other nominations?
Berber should be nominated.
Oh, I just love it when kids nominate other kids. It always makes me smile.
And why should Bertha be nominated, Jack?
Because she shared her ball.
Oh, sweet. Jack, could you give us a few more details of the sharing?
Well, Bertha and I were outside playing with the ball. All of a sudden, we heard crying. We saw a boy who was clearly upset.
We walked over and asked him what was wrong. He said that he was playing with a ball and it rolled into a thicket of rose bushes. The thorns on the bushes were so sharp that they popped his ball.
Aww. I felt bad for him, so Bertha offered to share her ball with him. That put to cheer him up.
Well, that is really a wonderful story.
Bertha, you really exemplify what this village stands for. Would the young man that Bertha shared her ball with please come up and tell us about how that made you feel? Bertha, is the young man you shared with here today?
No, he's not here, Mom.
Is he sick from the village hall today?
No, Mom, he doesn't have the village hall today.
What do you mean?
The kid I shared my ball with lives in Kindly.
Young lady, are you telling me that you shared with someone from another village?
She sure did. She is awesome at sharing.
I have never been so disappointed in all of my life.
Mom, I don't understand. You always say that that sharing is the most important thing that we can do for others and that it makes this village a better place.
Yes, my child, but we also say you are never to speak to the people from other villages.
They are not sharers like us. They are different.
But what is wrong with sharing with everyone? Won't it make the whole town better?
It is clear to me that we still have a lot of work to do in this village to teach our values to the next generation. This meeting is adjourned.
What about the sharing award? You have to choose a winner.
Yeah, here's the trophy.
Well, how about you all share it?
You're grown. Young lady. You're grown.
The adults for the villages didn't get along, so they didn't want their children to get along either.
Why didn't they get along? No one really knew why.
They had just been taught by their parents and their parents' parents that the citizens of the other villages weren't people they should talk to.
They were taught to dislike their ways and their values and their music. That would be like me not liking butterflies just because they came from a cocoon. That seems silly. Yeah, what's wrong with cocoon?
I agree. It does seem silly, but to them, it was what they were taught.
And it's hard to change what someone has been taught, even if it doesn't seem fair or right. What about the people from Kindland? I bet they're nicer. It is called Kindland after all. Well, let's see. Give it back. I didn't say you could play with it.
I asked if you would share with me, but you said no.
That's because I didn't want to share. That's why I said no.
But it isn't kind not to share.
Well, it isn't kind to take someone's job without their permission.
Well, if you don't have to share it with me, then I don't have to share it with you.
That's not how it works.
Give it back.
Let go of me. I'm going to tell everybody that you aren't being kind.
Well, I'm going to tell everyone you won't share.
How? That won't get you very far. I'm not some crazy kid from sharing. This is kinder than you are being kind.
Give it back.
Let go. Rosca, what are you doing? So kindly let go of Rosca in a minute.
Now what in the name of unkindness is going on?
I was minding my own business, playing with my top, when all of a sudden Frosca grabbed it and ran away with it. I asked her kindly if she would share it with me, but she said no.
Frosca, is what Costello saying true?
No!
Well, did you kindly tell your side of the story?
Well, I saw Costello playing with his new top. It looked cool, so I asked him if I could play with it too. But he refused to share it with me.
Young lady, you know we don't use that word in this village. That word is used by those people over there, not us. I know your parents raised you better than that.
Frosca, please apologize to these lovely people and our esteemed mayor for using that word.
I'm sorry.
And what if we tell you about kindness?
One must strive to always be kind.
My child, could you use more kindness in your voice to make me smile?
One must strive to always be kind. A person's kindness is how they are defined. To act and speak with kindness shows a person is refined. So one must always have kindness on the front of their mind. I just love that poem.
That was very nice, my child.
But I don't understand. I asked Costello kindly if he would share the top.
No, you didn't. You aren't being honest.
Children, please watch your language.
Frosica, your mistake was asking to share.
at all. It is not kind to ask someone else to share.
You don't use the S-word in this village. It only is the problem. Giorgio and Costello is a perfect example.
And Costello. We don't use the H word either. As long as we're kind to each other, honesty. Excuse my language. I mean the H word. Doesn't matter.
But Mayor, that doesn't make sense. It's okay if I lie as long as I do it kindly.
Exactly.
That doesn't seem right. I can understand if I do what confuses you. But we have learned that it is better to be kind. Maybe we should do something else.
I've got one. My sister Margaret had an outfit made by the village seamstress Janeka last week.
I sort did, and Janica did a wonderful job. Why, thank you.
She put the outfit on this morning and asked me what I thought. And if I were going to be I mean the H word, I would have said, I don't think that outfit really looks good on you.
What?
See? All that did was upset her because I wasn't being kind. So instead I said, oh, Margaret, that is the most fantastic dress I've seen in my whole life.
Oh, Hazel, that is so kind. I have been inside the car from a Johnny Curry. I'm so glad you were here. Wait, I'm confused. Do you like the outfit or do you not like the outfit?
Oh, Janeka, I love it. It's one of your most beautiful creations you have ever made.
Oh, you really are too kind. Although, I'm not sure if that is possible in Kindland.
She's talented and she's funny.
Listen, sounds like someone is coming. Sounds like they're singing.
It's...
Wait, I recognize that tune. It's that awful noise they call music in Cherville.
I think it's one of those crazy people from Estville. I hope they're not coming this way. Maybe he's lost.
Aren't they all lost?
Especially when it comes to fashion. Have you seen those awful colors they wear? So gaudy.
Oh, I know. It reminds me of a baruz I had once. Who wants to wear a dress that looks like a baruz?
That's not very kind. I thought a person's kindness is how they're defined.
Oh, Louisa, dear, it's okay. We don't have to be kind to people from other villages.
But if we're only kind to people who are like us, how will we ever teach kindness to the whole town?
Oh, Louisa, you're young now, but someday you'll understand.
Trying to be kind to everyone will only get you hurt in the end.
Sticking with the people who look like you and think like you is really the best.
But if we're kind in our village and unkind outside our village, what does that say to others about the importance of kindness?
Outside our village, they are barbarians. They will never understand the greatness of kindness.
It's not worth wasting our time trying to explain it or teach it to them.
Wilhelm! Where have you been, my child? And why are you singing that awful song? How do you even know it?
I lost my ball the other day, and I was really upset. But then a couple of kids from Cherville came over and shared with me.
You mean you played with them?
Yep, and I sang with them. I like their song. It's catchy.
Wilhelm, how could you? Don't you remember anything I taught you?
Oh, what kind of parent am I?
Don't beat yourself up, Henrietta. They probably shared their ball to try and trick him to come over to their side.
They weren't trying to trick me. They were actually being very kind by sharing.
They have obviously gotten to you, young man.
But it's just a song.
I know it seems like it's just a song, but first you're singing like them, and then you're talking like them.
And then you're dressing like them.
And then you're acting like them. Wilhelm, you must forget that song immediately.
But,
No, but young man.
Hopefully you'll understand when you're older.
good song is a song about kindness. Once we were lost, foolish and blind.
Thoughtfulness had been tossed away. People were truly unkind.
Till the day kindness found us in small ways and gestures.
Then we let it surround us, and kindness became our only measure.
Once we were lost, foolish and blind.
Thoughtfulness had been tossed away. People were truly unkind. Till the day kindness found us in small ways and gestures. Then we let it surround us, and kindness became our only measure.
Come on, sing.
When you find deep in your heart ways to be kind, it will set you apart. For a kind heart's contagious when it's shown openly. If you're truly courageous, tell the whole world of kindness outspokenly.
Why can't they be kind to everybody?
They had got so stuck in the prejudice against the other villages that they only wanted to be kind to their own people.
But isn't that being unkind?
It sure is.
Sometimes people aren't able to practice what they claim is important to them.
Even to the people who live right next door to them.
Where would you change your name to something, Kylian? Or maybe the people from Oxford, the people from the teachers could change something. They're honest after all. They're honest after all.
Well, let's see if honesty is the solution.
I want to thank you for having me over for tea.
It was my pleasure, Emily.
Your hospitality was appreciated, but your sandwiches were not the best sandwiches I ever had.
Oh, Emily, I appreciate your honesty. I will try to make different sandwiches next time you come over.
Oh, good. I'll definitely come back if you make different food. That too is delicious.
And while we are being honest, I hope that next time you will chew with your mouth slowly. It really isn't appealing to see your food while you chew.
Why, thank you for your honesty. I'll try to work on that before next tea.
What is that?
It sounds like someone's yelling for Dahlia.
I wonder if they're lost.
Dahlia, where are you? Dahlia! Dahlia! Dahlia, where are you? Dahlia! Oh, Charles, have you seen Dahlia?
No, but Emily and I just came outside from our tea.
Are they missing? missing?
Yes, they've been gone since this morning.
We've been looking all over the village for them.
We haven't found a sign of them anywhere.
Someone saw them walking this morning on this side of the place, so we came this direction.
We were hoping maybe you two might have some ideas of where they are. We have asked everyone else.
Well, I honestly wish I could help you, but I haven't seen Dahlia at all today.
Me either.
Well, this was a waste of time.
Mayor, just because we haven't found them yet doesn't mean it was a waste of time.
We must stay hopeful for honesty.
I'm just being honest. If Ernestine would have kept track of her child this morning, none of us would have had to spend our time looking for them.
Honestly, Mayor, what good is blaming Ernestine going to do?
Well, it makes me feel good to get it off my chest. I'm just being honest. That's what we do around here.
Well, maybe there's a time and a place for some honesty, but this doesn't feel like it.
May I remind you that we live in Honestburg. If you don't like honesty, maybe you should reconsider where you live. You can go live with those kooks in Kindland or Cherville.
I don't think anyone was saying they wanted to move, Mayor.
I believe that we all value honesty and love living in this great village.
We love the Augsburg architecture.
And the beautiful Honestburg colors.
And Augsburg has some of the greatest people living in it.
Don't forget the leadership.
Oh, we could never forget you, Mayor!
And we can't forget the wonderful Honestburg song.
Oh yes, this song is so much better than the other villages' songs.
That horrible noise they both call music? Who needs pitches and melodies? Here in Honestburg, rhythm is all we need.
In the bounds of Honestburg, we respect a person's work. If we want a good society, one must cultivate some honesty. Telling the truth is the only way you can be sure your friends will not betray your sense of trusting what is real. When you know what's real with life, you better deal. When you can't trust what is true, doubt creeps in and misconstrues. When you can't trust what you hear, hope and reason quickly turn to fear. When you can't trust what you see, you can't dream about the possibilities. When you can't trust those that you should trust, then you start to wonder if what's right is just. If you want stability, always being honest is the only key. If you want to have peace of mind, be truthful with your fellow humankind. Heed these words so you may know how the seeds of truth to really sow. And if those seeds you will help to grow, to your doubts and fears you'll say, let it go!
Look, I found Dahlia!
Dahlia? Hi, Mom. Where have you been?
I went shopping.
What are you wearing?
A guy named Kindland. They have this great tailor named Janika, and she made it just for me. Isn't it wonderful?
It's blue and green.
I know. Isn't it great? I just love these colors. I think they go so well with my complexion.
Dahlia, how could you?
How could I what?
Young child, the colors of Honestburg are orange and yellow.
The colors of the sun. The colors of summer and fall.
Colors of wheat fields and Citrusville.
Not the gaudy colors of those awful people in Kindland.
Dahlia, how could you embarrass me like this in front of the whole village?
Calm down, Mom. It's not a big deal. I'm just wearing different colors and I happen to like them.
Young child, you are a disgrace to this entire village. Your ancestors are rolling in their graves. We have been orange and yellow since my great-great-great-grandparents came to this village.
And you just waltz in here and throw away all the history and tradition of this village?
I was just being honest. I like these colors better than yellow and orange, and that's just the truth.
Well, let me tell you my opinion.
Those colors are hideous, and you will not be wearing them in my house.
Are you being serious? You wouldn't let me in your house just because of what I was wearing?
I am being honest and serious. No child of mine will ever wear the colors of another village.
Then I guess I won't be coming home.
If that is what you must do, that is your choice. But when you change out of that terrible outfit, then you can come home. Until then, enjoy sleeping in the dark colors of sadness and dishonesty.
Come, good citizens of Honestburg, let's leave this misguided view. Think about their trip.
What a mess, it's just a dress. Who's so scared of a silly dress? I confess, I can't assess how fabric causes such distress. Honestly, how can they be so blind they don't even see that they're chosen foolishly, the fear and hatred over me? I've been told all my life what I should shun, what I should fear. I always try to comply, but a small voice in my ear whispered, could it be things that are different are the things we most need to hear? If they just stopped and listened, their clouded vision would start to clear.
Are you okay?
I will be. I just... Hey, what do you think of this outfit?
I love it. Stuff colors are fantastic. I'm not so crazy about the colors.
See? That's just it. Why? What's wrong with the colors?
There's nothing really wrong with them. I just don't like them.
Yeah, but why don't you like them?
We're not supposed to like them. They come from her village, and these in her village are just wrong. Hey, that's not very kind. She wasn't trying to be rude. She was just stating a fact.
Fact?
At least what we got to believe.
Aren't you in the wrong colors anyway? You're from Honestburg.
See? That's what I'm trying to say. What are the right and wrong colors? I understand that each of the villages has its own colors, but what's wrong with me wearing blue and green? Is it hurting anyone?
No.
Exactly. And I happen to like blue and green, even though I've been told my whole life I shouldn't.
But if we all started wearing the same colors, wouldn't that get confusing?
I don't think so. I think it'd just be more colorful.
Yeah, and what's wrong with liking music from another village? I guess there really isn't anything wrong with it. Exactly. Who does it hurt if I sing someone else's song? Nobody. I just like learning all kinds of music. What's wrong with that? Nothing.
We have to stand up to our parents and tell them that only being honest
or kind or sharing isn't enough. We need to tell them that sharing clothes and songs and each other's traditions only makes us better and more diverse
and more open to share and be honest and kind to everyone.
Yeah, let's go!
Let's go tell. Wait, we're just kids. They don't have to listen to us.
But if we all go and tell them,
they'll say we're just kids and we don't understand. She's right. They'll just think we're being rebellious. They won't take us seriously.
But we have to try.
I wish there was a way to get their attention, to really make them listen to us. They all keep telling us that we're too young to
say they wanted a magic stone?
No, we said we wanted a magic solution.
Oh, sorry. Well, all we have is this magic stone.
Wait. Maybe that will work.
What does it do?
It can do many things. It can help you cook.
It can create harmony and beautiful music.
It can help people consider new possibilities.
And it can help people to get along.
Well, that's exactly what we need.
Hold on. How can a rock do all these things? Yeah, it just looks like a regular stone you picked off from the ground.
You can't always judge something based on its outside appearance.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Sometimes the most normal-looking things can be the most powerful.
It's not what's on the outside that counts. It's what things are made of that really define them.
Well, what's it made of?
When, at first glance, something might seem simple, and the magic that's inside is hard to see,
The hidden elements that make it special might need a little nudge to be set free.
Hold on. Wait. It just looks like a plain old rock to me. I don't think it can do anything special or magical.
You see, this rock is made of diverse minerals and crystals. When forced together, may at first seem plain.
But when they sense a need to make a difference, their special powers cannot be contained.
Yes, just like you, this rock needs some assistance to bring forth the potential that's inside.
It's a big request that at first glance might seem simple. What requires all of you now to provide?
Oh yeah, do you believe that change is possible? Do you believe it can be done?
Do you believe even with our differences, diverse elements can be made one?
Do you believe what is deep inside and sometimes hard to see is all it takes to shake things up if someone just believes?
I believe that change is possible.
I believe it can be done.
I believe even with differences.
Elements can be made.
I believe what is deep inside and sometimes hard to see is all it takes to shake things up if someone just believes.
Come on, we don't have many options. The adults won't listen to us.
This might be the solution we need. We just have to believe. We believe that change is possible. We believe it can be done. We believe in the differences that elements can be made one. We believe what is deep inside and sometimes hard to see is all it takes to shake things up if someone just believes.
Fantastic! We have all the ingredients we need. Now, where are your parents?
They're secluded in their own villages.
Well, we need you to go home and invite them to the town square to come and speak with us.
Come on, guys. Okay, come on, everybody.
Sometimes people get so stuck in their beliefs that they are unwilling to hear fresh ideas. Don't forget that young people, or even young insects, have a new way of looking at things. That means you should listen to us.
Yes, your voices are very important.
And most importantly, we should always be open to hearing different ideas than just our own.
That is what makes a more harmonious insect and people community. I want to know if the magic stone works. The kids are returning with the adults now. Let's see.
From your clothing, it is very clear that you two are not from here.
Where do you come from? We come from farthest away land. We have been traveling a long time and have worked up quite an appetite.
Is there anyone here who could spare a little bit of food for us to eat?
We regret to inform you that we do not have anything to share with you.
But the sign on your village says Shareville.
They don't really live up to their name. They're very bad at sharing.
Well, since you all are so wonderful at being kind in Kindland, I'm sure you all would be kind enough to give these strangers some food. We would love to be that kind, but unfortunately, we don't have anything to give you today. We just ran out.
We should definitely have some honester people. If they're truly going to be honest, they would have to admit they have plenty of extra food to share.
As chef of Honestburg, I can say with great authority and honesty, in all honesty, we don't have to share if we don't want to share.
As usual, they may be honest, but they're also rude.
Well, at least we are honest. You all just lied about not having food.
You guys are just rude. You guys are just rude. You're just rude. It is all right. It is all right. I was just looking forward to making some stone soup. I haven't had it in a while, and it just sounded so delicious.
Stone soup? I've never heard of it.
That's because it's a wonderful delicacy from our homeland.
What's in it?
Well, this magic stone right here is the main ingredient.
Who wants to eat soup made from a stone? That sounds disgusting.
Trust me, my friend, stone soup is a dish like none other.
It is a delicacy. My father used to make it. People would come from near and far just to get a bowl.
Well, my interest is piqued. Maybe we should try some of the soup and see if it really does live up to its reputation.
It's not very difficult to make. If only we had a pot to cook it in.
I have an extra pot you can use. I'll grab it.
Oh, that is so kind of you.
Let's see. We have a pot and the magic stone. Now we just need some firewood so we can heat the soup.
We have some firewood at our house. Brooke Franklin can help me grab some firewood for these strangers.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, we are so close to having stone soup. My mouth is already watering. But wait, something is still missing. Oh, wait, we need some water.
We can grab some fresh water from the creek.
That is so generous of you.
Oh, if only we had a spoon to taste it with.
You can use my tasting spoon. I keep with me all the time. You ready, Kit?
Oh, it is already very good.
It is so close, but it is missing something.
Yes, it is almost there. But it would be even better if we had some celery.
I'll get some.
Anything good now?
Oh, it is so close. But the flavor would be even richer if we had some carrots.
Stone soup was almost ready, but to be really delicious, it needs a few more ingredients. So the strangers kept asking for some ingredients to make it just right. They asked for celery and carrots and onions and potatoes and squash and zucchini and salt and pepper and basil and oregano.
Why didn't they need all those ingredients? I thought this stone was magic.
It was magic, but the magic wasn't just in the flavor. It was in the way it encouraged all of the villagers to put together their individual ingredients to make it just right. Finally, the soup was ready.
It's perfect.
Let's eat.
So they all tried the soup and were surprised at how good it was.
This is the best soup I've ever tasted.
Who knew soup from a stone could be so delicious?
I wish I had a stone to help me cook at home.
I do too, sister. Her position is that, but is definitely not as good as this.
That's the most honest thing you have ever said to me.
And the best thing is we all helped make it.
Yes, we all did a wonderful job of sharing what we had to make the soup, didn't we, Mom?
Yes, it was very kind of everyone to bring ingredients from their home to make the soup even better. Right, Mayor?
Well, if I'm being honest, it did feel good to be kind and share what we had to add to the pot.
Yes, just like the soup, you all have unique ingredients that you could bring together to make each other's lives better.
Like what?
Well, your music, for instance. If you all work together to create music, you could create even more beautiful and varied music.
You mean you want us to sing each other's songs? I'm not sure about that.
We won't get that crazy just yet. Let's start with baby steps.
What if you all sang your own village's songs together at the same time?
If we all sang our songs at the same time, wouldn't that sound like a mess?
Maybe it would, but if we add the stone to the mix, maybe it would make the song beautiful.
Here, hold it and see.
So does stone help with music too?
Just like it helped with the soup, it combined all of the individual ingredients to make something even more special.
I don't think that my ears can handle the noise that's about to happen.
Well, it may end up sounding terrible, but it's worth a try. Here, you can use my phone.
Thank you for sharing. That is so kind of you.
The bounds of honest work, we respect a person's work.
But why don't they say anything? They were all shocked at the sound that their combined music made. They had never heard anything like it. They were so sure that what the other villagers did and said and sang was so different from their beliefs that they saw nothing of value in any of the other village peoples.
So they never thought to combine any of their lives, any parts of their lives together.
Until the magic stone came. Yeah, put everybody together.
Fellow citizens, maybe the people of Cherville have something to teach us. Maybe our lives would be even better if we shared knowledge.
I think you are onto something, kind sir. If we were kinder to each other and celebrated our differences, we could create an even better and more diverse community.
Well, if I'm being honest, when we sang our songs together, they did sound good. And when we shared what we had to put into the pot, it makes the best soup I've ever had. And it is better to be kind than to fight with each other. So yes, I agree. We are better together.
And that is how the Strong Soup Festival was created.
Each year, the town celebrates the day that the strangers came to town. And shared the magic stone with the town. Made delicious stone soup. What the whole town together.
so we're dark on Mondays and not tonight.
Get over here. Get over here. There we go. Find a window. There you go.
It's all in the bags. And then all of it was in, I'll show you the room.
Where's Tim?
Okay, so same bat time, same bat camp next year.
Yeah. Different show.